Hi, you guys. Good morning. All right, let's, it's 7 a.m. and whoever comes in. If there are any stragglers, let's go over this workout. So today we have some gymnastics for strength. And then, so here it is. So 3 moves. Sorry, I can't see. It's Russian push-ups. I believe we did that the first week. We'll go over that as a review. You're gonna do anywhere from 5 to 15 or regular push-ups, whichever, either one is fine. Then reverse plank. We did that as well the first week. That is 45 seconds to a minute hold on those, and then seated pike leg lifts, and that's 10 to 20. So that would be 2 legs at the same time. And then the Metcon is AMRAP in 10 minutes, Sumo Deadlift High Pulls, RX is 50 and 35, and then Goblet Squat, also 50 and 35, and you would be doing 10 of each for 10 minutes. Hang on, I have to admit somebody. Sorry, guys. Good morning, Philippe. All right, so let's warm up. Why don't you guys do 25 jumping jacks? Hey, Nikki, do 25 jumping jacks. Hi, John, do 25 jumping jacks.
Morning.
So we just did the briefing, John and Nikki and Philippe. So I'll go over that in a little bit once we warm up. Okay, so after your jumping jacks, you're going to do 5 of each, 1 leg at a time, of reverse lunge, same leg, Cossack, back to the center, curtsy, back to the center. So reverse, Cossack, curtsy. 5 each side. Go ahead. Did everybody see that? So Nikki, 1 side at a time, reverse lunge, Cossack squat, and then curtsy. Nikki, is your audio on?
My connection is being weird, but I think I got it.
Yeah, I can hear you now. And your audio is on the screen, so I think you're up.
Okay, great. We're doing, sorry, Noelle, could you repeat one more time what the warm-up is here?
We were doing 5 of each, reverse lunge, Cossack squat, and curtsy. Do what you can.
Okay.
I think these guys are almost finished.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. All right, once you guys are done, we are going to start in a, what's called a loaded beast. So I'm gonna curl my toes underneath me and get in a modified child's pose. Then I'm going to bring my hips up into a narrow downward dog and curl my spine, and I'm going to end up in an upward dog. Then I'm just going to push myself back into this modified child's pose, hips up, curl my spine, upward dog. You're going to do 8 of those. So you guys, you're not just rolling forward, hips come up into a downward dog first so that you're, and then curl your spine under and roll, almost like you're doing a moving cat-cow. All right, once you're done, we're going to do a modified frog stretch, and you can do this with a weight if you want to. So I'm gonna take my kettlebell in this case. I'm gonna come into a half kneeling position, right? Where I'm on the floor like this, right? And then this leg comes out right to my side. So it's perpendicular to my torso. It's in line. If I stretch my arms out this way, it's right underneath this arm. So I'm gonna take the kettlebell and I'm just gonna, it's a weighted stretch. I'm gonna come out to the side. You should feel a stretch on this stuff right here, as well as this stuff right here. So let's move back and forth. You can keep it weighted or hold on to here. Let's stretch this out 8 times, nice and slow, making sure you feel that stretch at the end range. And then you're gonna switch sides. Hi, Joe. Sorry, it didn't come up on my screen. All right. So once you've done 8 per side, you're going to come into a plank position. This is a combo move, so just be patient with me. Slow push up down, push yourself up. Knee comes to opposite leg, and then you're going to reach towards the other side. So plank, push up, knee, and scorpion. So 5 per side. Plank push up, mountain climber to the opposite leg, and a scorpion or 3-legged dog. Joe, can you see all right?
I got a bad connection right now. It's like I can't really see. Can't see what you're saying.
Do you want me to repeat?
Uh,
So you're doing a push-up, a mountain climber. So push-up, mountain climber, scorpion. All right, so just waiting for everybody to be done. Now we're going to come into a shin box position, right? So shin box, we usually do this, right? We're doing a combo move where you are going to swipe and then reach. Swipe and reach. Swipe and reach. You're going to do 16 altogether, so 8 per side. Joe, you're doing shin box, right? With a reach. All right, let's do some downward dog toe touches. You know these, you love these. Downward dog, reach, trying to get your chest through your arms with each rep. 20 altogether. All right, so here's the last two before we go over the movements. Joe, can you hear me better now?
I'm good now. I shut off my Wi-Fi. I put a hotspot on, so I'm good.
Okay, cool. All right, let's do some crab reaches. So we've done this before. This is for us to prep for the reverse plank. You're gonna sit in this position where you look like an M and fingers pointing backwards. If your elbows hurt in that position, you're going to point your fingers towards the side. So all you're gonna do is come onto 3 points. You're gonna lift your arm towards the center, open up your hip, and look at that opposite hand, curling your elbow, and then back down. So you're doing 5 each side, 1 side at a time. Go ahead. Make sure you are opening up that hip as you reach over towards the other side. All right. John, what's your son's name?
Jack.
Hi, Jack. Hi. All right, you guys. Single leg hovers. This is to prep for the seated pike leg lifts. We're going to do one leg at a time. Of course, doing two legs is a little bit harder. So you're going to sit in an L position. Try to have your shoulders stacked right over your hips. If that's not possible, you're going to post your hands behind you and lean back slightly to do this, right? So I'm going to, if you can get your shoulders right above your hips, you're going to post your hands in front of you. And all you're going to do is lift your leg up, hover, and then down with control. So back to center. Let's do 5 each leg, nice and controlled. So this isn't controlled, right? I can do that super fast and it's almost like I'm kipping. I want you guys to do it nice and controlled. If you get a quad cramp, that's perfectly normal. So 5 each leg. And while you do that, I'm just going to give my dog some water. Hang on, be right back. All right, so now, once you've done 5 per side, you're going to start in that same L shape and do 5 leg lifts. So here is the scaling option. I'm gonna lean back and raise my legs. See how I'm not kipping? This is kipping. So I'm trying to do it nice and controlled. The more forward your torso is, the harder it gets. So you're trying to really, the goal here isn't to lift as high as you can necessarily. It's to come in a more compressed position where your torso is leaning forward more and you're raising both legs with control. So let's try that to your scaling. Go ahead. You're doing 5 of those. So for the workout, that's going to be 10 to 20. If your leg cramps during those, just kind of come off that and then start again. Let's go over the Russian push-ups. So we've done regular push-ups, the Russian push-ups, just as a review because it's been a few weeks since we did it. You're going to come into push-up position, roll back, roll forward, and then into push-up. So you're going to come down into push-up, roll into your forearms, roll back into your hands, and then push up. Let's do 3 to 5 of those. If that is not possible for you, you're going to do regular push-ups because the workout is Russian push-ups or regular push-ups. Either one is fine.
Noelle, could you demo one more time?
Yes.
Thank you.
So maybe I should show more of the upper body. So down on the ground, forearms, back on your hands, and then push up. Don't go crazy on this because we haven't started the workout yet. So 3 to 5 of those. And then we're going to go over the reverse plank next, which we are going to hold for 20 seconds. Hang on, let me get my clock. So from this L position, you're going to, again, either fingers facing back, or if that's too much for your elbows, fingers facing towards your side. So all you're gonna do is squeeze your legs together, toes pointed, and lift your hips up. Chest tries to face the ceiling as much as possible, so tall chest. We're gonna hold that, hang on, Mike, for 20 seconds, all right? We're all gonna start together and go. So you're trying to really bring your hips nice and high. You've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, so for the workout, we're doing 45 to 60 seconds. For the purposes of this class, timing-wise, we're gonna do all the moves together. For those of you who didn't go into, who weren't here for the briefing in the beginning, I'm gonna go over the strength portion again. So the first A1 is Russian push-up or regular push-up. And you're doing 5 to 15 of those. We're going to take a 45-second rest altogether. Then reverse plank, which we'll do all together. And we're holding that for 45 to 60 seconds. Rest for 45 seconds. And then the seated pike leg lifts. And you're doing anywhere from 10 to 20 of those. And then we're gonna rest for another 45 seconds. So what I'm gonna do is, we have 3 sets of those. I'm going to wait till the last person finishes, then we all take a rest and then start the next movement. Is that clear to everybody? Just so everybody is not gonna be all over the place. All right, so I'm going to just put my clock up, and we're gonna start with the Russian push-ups, and that is anywhere from 5 to 15. If the Russian push-ups are too hard for you by, number 5, just continue if you can with regular push-ups, okay? All right, let's start. 5 to 15 Russian or regular push-ups, go. So Mike, you're rolling onto your forearms. Forearms come onto the floor. Yep. But you're still in a plank position. All right, I'm gonna start the clock now. 45 seconds. The next one is a reverse plank, and that is 45 seconds to 60 seconds. You've got 20 seconds more. All right, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. You're fighting for hips nice and high in this movement. We're 15 seconds in. Thirty seconds. We're at 40 seconds. Okay, 45 seconds. Three, two, one. That was 60 seconds, and your 45-second rest starts now. Shamil, was that okay on your elbows?
Yeah, that felt okay.
Okay.
Just if I put my hands back, I think my wrists hurt a little bit. So I had to keep my hands up.
If that's hurting your wrists or your elbows, if you have a set of dumbbells, you can also hold on to the dumbbells this way so your limbs are stacked, your wrist is stacked. That's an option. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We are doing seated pike leg lifts, 10 to 20 reps. You're trying to do this with control, not piking. If it's easier for you, you can do it up against a wall to support your back to be able to do it. That's fine too. All right, 45 seconds. Two more sets of those.
I have a question with the push-up. When you're sliding onto your forearms, are you resting on the ground or you're keeping your body in a slight plank?
You're still in a plank position.
Okay.
It's hard to do. Your hips are going to pike up a little bit because if your hips are still, your hips naturally will come up since you're moving back. That's fine.
Okay.
All right, we're going back into our Russian push-ups. 3, 1, and go. Jamil, you look good, so.
Okay.
All right, starting 45-second clock. Reverse plank is next. I think the reverse plank is deceivingly hard because once you get into the 30-second mark, your hips start to sag a little bit. So really fight for that position. I like to think about my chest being kind of puffed up in that movement. You have 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. You are 30 seconds in. Keep that chest nice and tall, hips up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Seated pike leg lifts are next. Who was able to do 20 of them? Anybody? Good. Did anybody's leg cramp during the leg lifts? No? Cool. Mine always cramp. Okay, you guys, you have 15 seconds before the leg lift. Three, 2, 1, go. 10 to 20 leg lifts. Nice, Mike. Good, Stephen. Everybody looks great. All right, I'm starting the 45-second clock. One last round. Fifteen seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, starting the clock. You have 15 seconds. Reverse plank is next. I think we're all gonna hold for 60 seconds for our last round. All right, everybody ready? Get into your plank positions and go. Good, you guys, you're at 35 seconds. If you have to come out of there, but get right back onto it. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Last set of seated pike leg lifts are next. All right, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Cool. Once you guys are done, let's get out whatever weight you are using for the Metcon, and then I'll go over the Metcon. So whatever you have, dumbbell, kettlebell, knapsack, barbell, whatever you have.
Is it a single arm high pulls?
Yep, yep. Joe, if you have a barbell there, oh, you have a dumbbell, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go over the Metcon. It is AMRAP in 10 minutes, 10 Sumo Deadlift High Pulls, and 10 Goblet Squats. Let's go over what you guys are using. Mike, what are you using? Kettlebell? Good. Stephen, you have a kettlebell. Shamil, what do you have?
Barbell.
Okay. Nikki, knapsack?
I'm gonna try out something else for the squats that's heavier.
Okay.
It's a
John,
stump.
what do you have? Okay. And Johnny, you have dumbbells as well, right? All right, so whatever you have, obviously if you have a barbell or something similar like Philippe, you are going to do regular sumo deadlift high pulls, right? Like you would a barbell. But for those of you who have a single device, I'm gonna move my computer. All right, so you're gonna bring the kettlebell or dumbbell in front of you, step up to it, between your legs. So sumo stance, wider than shoulder apart. You can either have your toes facing forward or slanted a little bit. We're going to deadlift first. So let's reach for whatever tool you have. And neutral spine, arms are straight. All you're going to do is deadlift. Let's alternate 10 deadlifts all together with whatever you have. Make sure that in this movement, your hips are going back and you're not doing it with just your lower back. So this is not a good option. Let's come back. All right, so now we're going to add a shrug. I'm going to go from deadlift and I'm going to shrug up. So here it is. And you're going to do 10 sumo deadlift shrugs. So Shamil, widen your feet to sumo stance. Yep. Okay, you guys, now we're going to go into the high pull, but you're not gonna yank that weight from the floor. You're gonna wait, be patient, deadlift, open up your hips, and then high pull. And you're gonna use your hip opening to drive that weight up. So I'm gonna go from deadlift now to my high pull. So I'm waiting for my hips to open up until I can pull that weight up. So you're gonna do 10 sumo deadlift high pulls. Those of you who have a dumbbell or kettlebell, you are now going to do 10 goblet squats. For Philippe and for Shamil, you are doing front squats or Zercher squats. So Philippe, you might be better, since you have that thing, to do a Zercher squat. So you're gonna hold that thing in front of your arms like this. And
So I'll just use a duffel bag like that. I think it's easier.
Whatever way works for you. All right. So 10 and 10 in 10 minutes is the workout. So you guys, if you need to grab a piece of paper and pen to keep track of your rounds and reps, do that now. Nikki, you're keeping track of your rounds and reps with your phone, or good? All right. If you guys are ready, I'm gonna set up the clock. Actually, we don't need to set up the clock because it's a 10-minute clock. I'll let you know. All right, you guys. I'm just setting my clock and then we're gonna go. 10 minutes, sumo deadlift high pulls and goblet squats. All right. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. John, maybe you want to grab the other dumbbell for your squats. Little bit lower, Joe. Good. Nice, Nikki. 90 seconds in. Joe, stand up all the way on those sumo deadlift high pulls. Mike, I can't see anything you're doing. Thank you. Hi, Dazzle. Nice, Stephen. John, be a little more squatty. You're starting to do it with your lower back. Good, Johnny. Halfway in. Nice, Shamil. Let's go, Joe. More legs, Stephen. Three minutes left. Two minutes. Ninety seconds. One minute. Okay, you guys, you have 30 seconds. Let's go, John. Nice, Johnny. Let's go, Nikki. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Nice, Mike. Right to it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice job, guys. All right. It is 7:55. If you guys have time for a quick cool down, let's do that. All right, so let's get into a modified couch stretch. So this is
I gotta go. Thank you.
thanks.
Thanks, Noel. Thank you.
All
Bye,
right.
guys.
You're going to take a half kneeling position. And from here, you're going to tuck your pelvis under. So scoop your butt down and tuck your pelvis under. You should feel a nice stretch on the front of your thigh. You're going to hold that, and then you're going to move your hips slightly forward. And we're going to hold this stretch for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's switch legs. All right, tuck your hips under into posterior pelvic tilt. And we're gonna hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna get on the ground. Let's do one side push-up, one side Y position. So the straight arm is in a Y position, and I'm just pushing my chest away from the floor and then back down. So let's do nice and easy, 8 reps per side. You can either do one side at a time or alternate sides. All right, once you're done, we're gonna stay on the floor for some prone cobras. So the most important part of this is opening up your chest. And the way you're gonna do that is palm facing down. And then at the top of the movement, you're bringing your arm back, and now your palm is facing the ceiling. So palm facing down, palm facing the ceiling. Here's what it looks like. I'm in a Y position. I'm gonna raise my chest off the floor. My arm comes back, and now my palms wanna face the ceiling. Palms down, palms face the ceiling. Oh, let's open up that chest. You're gonna do 10 of those. Joey, you should be familiar with this one. Shamil, more control on that backside, so nice and controlled. Yep. And then last one, you're gonna do 3 nice and easy cat-cows starting from your hips. So you're going to curl your hips under, getting your lumbar spine, mid-back, and then last part, your upper back and neck. And then you're gonna reverse that, tilting your hips up towards the ceiling, lumbar spine, mid-back, upper back, neck. So 3 all together, trying to get 1 vertebra at a time. Thinking of it as a wave. All right, you guys, nice work today. Thanks for coming to class. Really happy to see all of you.
Thanks so much. That was fun.
Thanks. Hopefully I see you at the gym soon.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, have a good day.
Hey, everyone.
You too.
Bye.